Hello, and welcome to my no save, no damage run of Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon First scenario on hardcore difficulty. In this video, I'll be given a detailed tutorial on how to beat this game without taking any damage whatsoever. I've also segmented all the major sequences and boss fights into chapters, so feel free to use this to navigate to the part of the video which will be most helpful for you. If you like what you see today, please consider liking and subscribing, and let me know what you thought in the comments. My name's Snooky Shogun, and you can usually find me live streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/Snooky Shogun. Let's get to it. New game, Leon Kennedy, hardcore. I've capped the frame rate at 60 FPS, so the strats that I use here you can do on console or PC. Whatever you fancy. As this is a challenge run and not a story run, I'm going to be skipping the cutscenes today. So anyway, you start off, and this intro section just continue as you normally would.
You alright? Don't move. I'll be back for you.
This first zombie, just run straight past. Grab the key, and when you turn around, the zombie will more than likely go ahead to the next area, so you can get past. Sometimes he'll come down to the alleyway where Leon is. In that case, you got to shoot him in the head to get past him. But in that case, we were good.
Attention all citizens.
So when we start off in the street, immediately bank right. And just steer clear of all the zombies. This bit's pretty self-explanatory. Don't go giving any of the zombies a hug, as tempting as that might be.
Shit. It's everybody. They've all turned. There it is. The station.
Just follow the line that I use here, and you'll be fine. So we're immediately going to pull this lever and head into this hallway of the RPD. So for this intro section of the game, we're going to want to get as much handgun ammo as possible. So your first handgun ammo pickup is in this room. The press office, I believe. So pick that up and then head on your way to the next area. The name of the cop escapes me now. Elliot, yes. Let's head to Elliot.
Jesus.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
So walk forward until that zombie starts banging on the door, and then back up into this corner. The zombie's going to burst through, and if you're in this corner, he's actually going to try and climb over the desk. As soon as he starts climbing over the desk, just run around. He won't get you. A zombie's going to burst through the window on the left there, but we're already far ahead. Two zombies here. Shoot them about 3 or 4 times. Doesn't matter really where, just try not to shoot the wall like I like to do. And then this zombie, try and get a headshot. Focused headshots do more damage, but of course they take a little longer to set up because you've got to wait for the crosshair to tighten up. So yeah, pick up the handgun ammo and the board from that little room. So we're going to use the knife here, and then the knife is actually just going to go in the box for now. item management is pretty important here, just so that you're not doubling back into areas and going into places more times than you need to be. So there's 3 windows in this hallway, in this corridor, that zombies can come through. We have 1 board currently, so we're going to board up this window at the end here. And then we'll come back to board another window later. Again, don't forget to pick up the ammo pickups. We're going to make sure these 2 zombies are killed in this corridor. Nice cheeky little crit there. 109 on this keypad will get us some more handgun ammo. And then we're going to head into the office and pick up a few items here and kill this zombie. We're going to pass through these areas several times in this run, so it's better just to pick off these zombies sooner rather than later, providing I can actually get some aim. So while he's dancing around over there, we'll just open this locker, or this desk. The codes are Ned, N-E-D, and Mr. G, M-R-G. Again, I think I'm redecorating the RPD with bullet holes. The code for this safe is 9157. That zombie won't burst out of the window until you go upstairs and then come back. So you got a bit of time before he bursts out the window. So let's come into the save room, grab the gunpowder and combine the 2 gunpowders to make some more handgun ammo. Board up this window. And this zombie on the floor won't wake up until you actually shoot. At least on this pass through the corridor. So kill this guy. A nice nut shot there, just to wake him back up. Yeah, this zombie did not want to go down. I was nervously glancing at my clip and my ammo count. So I think I must have got rattled there, because you would normally go into the locker room and pick up the little key box, the little box puzzle, but I didn't do that, so that's a slight error in my route in there. So you're going to notice that I'm going to abruptly, at one point, double back to go and get that key box. So open the locker, DCM, and pick up the key from the desk.
What in the...
More gunpowder and a board, and there's more handgun ammo in this room. This guy hanging from the ceiling, shoot him a few times, and you'll know he's dead when he falls to the ground or his head explodes.
Leon,
So where Leon is forced to walk in this section, you can't go any quicker than this. Use this time to just scope the area and see where this zombie is wandering around. I actually couldn't get a location on this zombie at first, but there she is. And of course, aim is my best friend, as always. So there's another 2 zombies in this room that we need to kill. But this one that's in this section that's eating the other zombie, you don't have to worry about right away. He'll only get aggressive towards you when you start climbing up the ladder. So just ignore him for now, until we got the shotgun. This zombie will wake up, so we're going to kill him. Make sure you pick up the book.
Son of a bitch. Just
Always double tap. With Resident Evil 2 Remake, it never hurts to be doubly sure and just check afterwards to make sure that the zombies are actually dead. The last thing you want is a zombie minefield. So we got fish, scorpion, and vase, or vase, depending how you say it, for the first medal, the unicorn medal. And then we're going to get the second medal now, which is lion, leaf, and bird. Just put the 2 medals that we have already into the statue to free up the inventory.
yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
And we're going to unlock this door. And I think it was around now that I realized I didn't have the box. So this is why I'm actually heading back through this section. Normally you would just unlock that door and then we would continue with the normal route, which would be boarding up a second window in the first corridor. The first corridor where we boarded up the window. So there we go. There's also shotgun shells in here. There's some in the normal locker and then the locked locker, which the code is CAP, C-A-P. Will give you some more shotgun shells. So yeah, back on course now. So we're going to double back down to this corridor, because zombies eventually are going to burst through these windows. With the 3 windows, having at least 2 of them blocked means that we don't really need to worry about zombies in this corridor now. There's 2 more occasions where we will come into this corridor. And yeah, this strategy makes it a lot easier dealing with that. So put away the Magnum rounds. And then continue on your journey. The code to this safe is 6211. And we're going to use the key for the third and final time now, so we can go ahead and discard this key. We need that board, and then we're going to get the weapons lockup keycard and the scepter, which gives us the red gem by combining the statue hand and the book. After the cutscene, pick up everything in this area, the board, the ammo, and the bolt cutters.
Surrounded by zombies. Marvin,
The bolt cutters have 3 uses in this game, and we're actually going to use all 3 of them very quickly. So the bolt cutters won't actually be in your inventory all that long. First thing we're going to do after this door is board up this window. This zombie has animation frames and won't actually attack straight away, so you've got plenty of time to board up the window and then cut off the chain here to get into this room. So run immediately right of this desk and pick up this gunpowder. Need that flash grenade. We've got to board up this window and more ammo from this guy. If you followed the strat so far, you'll have just enough space to pick up everything. Combine the 2 gunpowders to make shotgun shells, and you can pick up the fuse and the valve handle. That room is very quick. You don't want to stay in that room for too long, especially with the 1 zombie in there and a 2nd zombie about to burst in. So the quicker you get in and out of that room, the better, really. So we're going to put away the red jewel and the flash grenade, and we're going to go back down this corridor. So a zombie's going to burst through this window. This is the one window we didn't board up. It doesn't really matter. This zombie despawns later on when we come back through here again. So the fact that we have these 2 windows boarded means that we're completely safe. And then this is the final door that we gotta break off the chain with the bolt cutters, and then we can discard the bolt cutters. Pick up the electronic gadget. Ooh, no, not a herb. And then pick up the flash grenade. So now that little key box that we picked up. This is everyone's favourite part of Resident Evil 2 Remake. These RNG little box puzzles. We may be waiting a while. Brain decide not to work. And GG. So we'll put the button in, and we're going to use buttons number 102 and 208. We're also going to use our keycard to get what is most likely going to be our best friend for this run, which is the shotgun. And then on the way out, make sure you pick up an extra gunpowder. All the regular gunpowders we're going to use to make handgun bullets. That's pretty much the only application for the regular gunpowders in this run. So head back into the locker room, and we're going to turn off the steam with the valve. And get ready for your first encounter with the liquor. Combine these 2 gunpowders together. Pick up these shotgun shells. And don't even worry about walking here, just run straight to the door. As long as you don't mess around too much, the licker is already in an animation. So it's not going to attack you as long as you run straight to the STARS office door. So there's a few items to pick up here. Pick up the battery, the gunpowder, shotgun shells, and the flash grenade. And we're going to head back out into this corridor. Now you have to walk. Otherwise, the licker is going to be very, very unhappy. We're going to unlock this door at the end, and we're going to head back into the library. That one zombie we left alive here, well, now we got a bit of a ammunition and armory upgrade. Good night. Pick up this knife, if you hadn't picked it up already. We're going to use it in the G-Birkin 1 fight. Set the explosive here, run out the room and run back in just to prevent the bookcase from locking you in. And the solution to this is woman, bow and ram, was it? See, I'm getting even confused myself now. Woman, bow and snake. Look at me giving false tips. For this licker, look up, point the camera directly up the ceiling and hug this right wall. The licker will always miss you. For whatever reason, that messes with the AI. And the licker will always miss you. So now he's just having a tantrum. You get good and get juked. So now we have all 3 medallions. We can head down into the under section of the RPD towards the basement, but first we've got a boss fight. Make sure you get the shotgun shells. And what we're going to want to take with us our pistol and all ammo and shotgun and all ammo and 1 knife. So everything else can go in the bin. And there we go, that's our first split done. If you want to keep track of your no damage splits, use Hit Counter Manager. It's a great application. You can use it for all sorts of games, not just Resident Evil. So the dynamics of this boss fight differ depending on whether you're playing on a lower frame rate or a higher frame rate. If you're playing on a higher frame rate, like 120 plus, then your knife is going to do more DPS, which is damage per second. So you can actually like just kill Birkin straight away with the knife. But we're going to do it at 60 FPS this entire run, and this will apply to console then. Console strats will work here. I knife Birkin anyway, because once he's finished with this introductory animation, he's 99% of the time going to go for the grab. And then you've got that knife then as a defense item. So when he grabs you, use the knife. And then what you want to do is just kind of run around in a circle, luring Birkin towards you, and then trying to shoot whenever you can. So obviously aim for the eyeball, use your pistol ammo. And just try not to get too close. And when he drops to 1 knee, give him 4 shotgun shells. Give him a full clip. And then reload and get back to your pistol. Just make sure that you keep an eye on Birkin. Don't let him get too close, but also make sure you don't just run into a wall and screw yourself over. Like I've done maybe once or twice. I mean, I've never done that. He got really close there. he got like a little bit too close for comfort there. So yeah, just keep an eye on where you're going. We're waiting for him to stagger down to one knee again now. So you'll know that he's more or less close to death once he's gone down to one knee. And we give him another 4 shotgun shells. And he should only need a few more pistol rounds now. But this is why it's important to make as many pistol rounds as possible during the early stages of the game. Mainly for this boss. If you've got to use more shotgun shells, then so be it. But I usually finish this fight with about 10 shotgun shells remaining, as well as whatever's left in the clip, in the gun.
Somebody's watching.
So GG's. G-Birkin 1 done. If you want to do this on a higher frame rate, you will have a smoother time. But I think that way is quite interesting. Make sure you get all the pickups here. Especially the grenade. So we're going to be heading to our third split on the board now, which is the RPD Basement. This area is generally okay. There's one section that can be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to take you through there. So don't panic. Right, we're going to put everything away apart from the guns and the ammo again. Because we always need to be watching our inventory in this run. The last thing we want to do is be full on capacity and then need to double back. Especially if you're going for a high rank as well. We want to go for the highest rank possible.
Hey, I'm not done talking to you.
So there's a little bit more handgun ammo in here. Pick that up. And then we're going to want to decapitate this zombie. Because he's going to wake up later on when we really don't want him to wake up. Let's just put these zombies to sleep because why not? They take 1 bullet. After the cutscene, we're going to pick up the tool. And this section, we're going to be aiming to get the next key for the RPD. Let's pick up this little box on the side. And head into this firing range. There's zombies in here, but they won't actually wake up until later on. So you don't have to worry about them. Just pick up the shotgun ammo and leave. And we're actually going to head back out into the car park or parking lot, and inside the box is a key which we're going to use in order to get the handgun parts, which is going to allow us to burst fire, but at the cost of 1 inventory slot. But this gun is going to be useful against the dogs that we're going to encounter now. Make sure you get the handgun ammo high grade there. Shoot these dogs in the cages. I know it's cruel, but they're only going to chomp your booty. Usually about 5 to 6 shots they'll go down. we're going to head into the morgue. Open this trolley, and we can get the item here, the flash grenade. Push the trolley back in, so this zombie doesn't come and give us a bad time. Whenever I don't push that trolley back in, I always have 2 zombies burst out of this room. If you push the trolley back in, 1 bursts out. You'll see what I mean after we switch on the power with the generator. So as soon as you pick up that key, immediately head for the exit. This guy won't bite you if you've done it quick enough. If you want to play it really safe, I guess you could shoot him in the head with a shotgun. But you don't really need to. You have enough time to get out of there. And you can already hear that zombie bashing on the door trying to get out to the morgue. So we're going to combine the high grade and the normal gunpowder to make some more shotgun shells. And then pick up the electronic part, which is in the box. And then we're going to switch on this power generator. It's the 3rd and 4th switches. And now the dogs are coming out to play. So get your handgun, shoot this first dog, and then equip your shotgun, because there's a zombie about to burst into this room. And boom! Back to the handgun. And shoot this dog. I always instinctively check the left-hand side when I go out that room, just to make sure that there definitely isn't a zombie. Step forward to this corner and then step back to bait this zombie dog, this Cerberus. And then shoot her. Into this room, after we go up these steps, another dog is going to burst out. So this is the tricky part, or can be tricky. So we're going to shoot these dogs. There's 3 dogs here. Shotgun ready. Always aim for that position and try and get some early kills in with the shotgun. And then wait in this position. They'll either run around the car or they'll jump over the car. So we actually killed all 3 of them already. I was surprised. I was waiting for the 3rd one, but it looks like we managed to snipe the 1 dog from this distance. So the shotgun's really good against the dogs. So yeah, I was in a little bit of disbelief there. I thought there was going to be another dog coming around the corner. Head back into here. The zombies are awake now, but all we want to do is unlock this diamond door. There's nothing in there that we need, but we're going to unlock the door, so the next door that we unlock, the key will be able to be discarded. It'll save us basically run into us to an item box. So we're on the RPD second visit now. Put away the electrical part in the box and the flash grenade, and I usually separate the handgun parts, the extended, the burst fire function of the pistol, because we don't need it now. There's not a lot of pistol usage for the rest of the run, and it saves on space then as well. So pick up the rest of the items in this room and then put away the gunpowder and the magnum rounds. Keep the tool, the diamond key, and the fuse. So there's going to be 3 zombies around this corner, and then obviously Officer Elliot behind the shutter. So just deal with these zombies. Shotgun normally does the trick nicely. This guy is eating booty, so let's put an abrupt end to that. I hate it when they tank a shotgun shell and their head doesn't explode. I don't know. Nice crit made up for that though. So we're going to head straight through this door. Obviously we boarded up the windows earlier, and the zombies that were in this office have despawned completely. So we can just run through that office completely free. So by this point, Marvin has turned into a zombie, so we just want to not get too close to the couch that he's sitting on or lying on, because we might risk him waking up. We're just going to head up the stairs and into the liquor corridor so we can unlock the last diamond door and get the next key box. Or puzzle box, whatever you like to call it. I always make sure not to run in this little room, because if you run while the door is closing, that can aggravate the licker, and then you've got to wait until the scary music stops before you can head out into this corridor again. Otherwise the licker's just gonna go crazy on you. Okay, now we got the last box puzzle. We can actually get the last button. So we're going to head back down to the armory. Is it the armory? No, it's not the armory. It's the evidence lockup. Be careful, because there's lickers now in this corridor. So you can usually just walk straight to this office. It's coming back that's a little bit tricky, which you'll see in a moment. So once again, we get to solve one of these fun puzzles. Oh, I love these so much. This is why I don't speedrun, guys. So we're going to do 103 and 203. To be fair, it's up to you whether you want to take the knife. It can be useful in case you get grabbed, because there are a few zombie encounters in RPD Second Visit, and you're better off using a knife as opposed to a flash grenade. So yeah, this licker can sometimes be a pain right by the door, so you just got to wait for the best possible opportunity. Wait until he goes to the right, and then that's your best shot. Just make a wide arc around him and don't get too close. If you do aggravate him, just book it to the office and hope for the best. Again, don't get too close to Marvin here. But we're gonna head to the item box. I end up putting away the knife just for storage, inventory reasons, but there's actually no reason to do that. You can keep the knife on you, keep it equipped, and then say one of the zombies does grab you, you're using a knife as opposed to a flash grenade, because all but like a few of the flash grenades, I think all but 3 flash grenades, and then every single normal grenade you need to keep for the final boss. So bear that in mind. So we're going to open this shutter. And we're going to head upstairs first. We're going to get this board. That's actually the last board that we're going to get, I believe, in the game, if I can remember correctly. And just pick up the other bits here. Get your shotgun ready, because there's 2 zombies. Again, this guy didn't want to be critted on the first shot. Very selfish of him. But this guy was quite cool with it. We're going to pick up this big gear. Note that it takes 2 spaces. But we can discard the tool now. So the whole thing about keeping a knife in your inventory, I should really heed my own advice, because these 2 zombies that burst out of this door have grabbed me a number of times, and I believe this was a close call, because you shoot the one zombie and Misty can lunge forward. Yeah, see, I missed there, and I nearly got grabbed. So, yeah, keep the knife on you for that section. You don't want to end up getting grabbed and then either taking a bite and ruining the run, or using one of your flash grenades, which you need, really. A knife is... You'll get loads of knives in this game. So yeah, if you get grabbed and you use a defense item, it doesn't count as damage. So don't worry about that. Make sure you shoot off Mr. X's hat. That's mandatory. No hats allowed. Says the guy who's wearing the Shogun helmet. So just make a wide arc around this guy. Just lure him out onto that area, wherever that is, and just make a wide arc around him. And we're going to head straight back into this area we were in previously, but we're going to go downstairs now. So we're going to board up this window, so we don't have to worry about this guy. More shotty shells, please. Oops. I mean gunpowder. I promise I've played this game. And the jewel box. Okay, so heading back, Mr. X can sometimes burst through this wall. He didn't on this occasion, but he can. I actually prefer it if he does. If he does, just continue running past him. Just make sure you hug the wall on the left, but you can get past him. I'd rather he bursts through, actually, because I know he's behind me then. The worst part is if you don't know where he is, and you go into a room and he's just there. So just being very cautious going through each door, and we're going to be heading down to the first corridor where we boarded up 2 of the windows. Again, steering clear of Marvin for now. Let's let Marvin have a couple more hours sleep. So there's a liquor now in this corridor, but we're going to bait to the liquor and then immediately step back into this room, let the door close, and wait for the scary music to stop. This means that the liquor is despawned, and you can now run freely in here. A zombie is going to come through this window. Let him fall out. And then just remove his head. That is much better than going in here and dealing with a liquor and a zombie and a scripted Mr. X. So Mr. X will always show up here when you get the handle for the library, for the bookcases. There's been a couple of occasions where he hasn't, and it's been really confusing, and I'm not too sure why. I don't know if his AI gets confused, but majority of the time you know that he's going to show up in this room. It's the same thing with Claire as well. And there he is. We just want to head directly now to the library, and we want to try and get there as efficiently as possible. So, you know, take those corners quite tight. You'll notice I aim as I'm running upstairs. That gives a slight speed boost. I know speedrunners use it. I probably don't do it as efficiently, but it makes me feel nice when I do it, okay? So we're going to use the lever, and we're going to pull all these bookcases to the right twice. If Mr. X is too close to you, then just abort, and you're going to have to run around and lose him. But if you've done everything like I've done, then you'll be good. Climb up the ladder, but he ain't going to get you. You're good. We're going to ready our shotgun for this bit. So there's 2 zombies on this floor, and there's one right around the corner, so just be careful. Use a shotgun, take out the other guy, providing Mr. X isn't right on your butt. And then we're going to do this clock tower puzzle. So the gears, a large gear, make sure you pick up this gear again. There is a large gunpowder in the room adjoined to this. You don't really need it, but you can pick it up if you want to. But you get more later on in the game. You get more than enough ammo in this game for what we're trying to do today. So put in this last piece. And whatever you do, don't forget to pick up the box. Many a time I've ran all the way back to the basement and realized, oh, I haven't got the box. So don't forget to pick up that box. Okay, be careful coming out of this door. Keep an eye where Mr. X is. We got lucky, so Mr. X is over there. And we're going over in this direction. If Mr. X is where we are right now, if he's on this side, then I would suggest going back through the library and taking the long way back to the basement. I actually shot him there because I want Mr. X to be behind me. Actually, that sounds really wrong. I want Mr. X to be following me. At least then I know where he is. So this is cool. He's not going to come and surprise me at any point. At least it'll be very unlikely. So you'll be glad to know that probably like the most technical and inventory management heavy run, or part of the run, is done now. The RPD is probably the most that you need to remember. So this section, the zombie's going to burst through the window. Quickly duck into this save room and pick up the box with the other electronic part, and take a flash grenade with you. I also combine the jewel with the box here. The jewelry box to get the stars badge. But put the grenade and other items away, and the gunpowders. But make sure you have one flash grenade and the 2 boxes that have the electronic parts. I keep the stars card on me now. But you don't need it right away. But, you know, you're not going to... It's not going to matter having it on you now. I think I had to check again here whether that dog was actually dead, because I was just surprised how that shotgun was able to shoot that far and kill those two dogs. You can put hundreds of hours into these games and they'll still surprise you. So this bit can be kind of fun. And no, I'm not talking about the box puzzle. The bit after this. Don't forget to pick up the ID card, or the parking lot badge. And then this bit's fun. Wherever you do, don't forget to pull this lever. Pull it first. And then I try and shoot a couple of zombies, or at least one, just to try and slow him down. This guy thinks he's Linford Christie, and he's just running towards me. And then we go around this corner, and Mr. X is going to be here, which is great. So kind of tuck yourself in this corner, keep an eye on both sides, and then you're going to make a D. Like, make a capital D motion here. See? And then he'll swing and he'll miss. Unequip your gun and make sure you have your flash grenade equipped. You throw the flash grenade quicker if you don't have a primary weapon equipped. Flash grenade, and you can get past these guys. See where we decapitated that guy on the floor earlier? He would have been a pain around now. So it's always good to plan in advance. And there we go. That bit can be a little bit of a butt clencher on no damage runs, but follow the way I've just told you and you'll be fine. Okay, this next section is a little bit of a walking simulator. So don't worry, you're not going to take any damage right now. This bit is generally free.
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't.
But Ada's here, so that's great.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
There's a few items to pick up in here.
What a mess.
Get the shotgun upgrade. Just upgrade your shotgun straight away. A grenade. And some ammo. To be fair, we're going to be using our handgun less and less towards this part of the run. But it doesn't hurt to have a fully loaded
They're a pharmaceutical company
pistol
secretly making
for
bioweapons.
some of the encounters that we'll come across
Turn
shortly.
people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one at Umbrella responsible for this is how we get to Annette.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Umbrella's controlled Raccoon City for years.
Jesus! That an earthquake? What the hell?
It's a big boy. Just continue making your way towards the next sequence. You guys know what's coming up. So it's particularly important not to take damage in the next bit, because you take damage, you're dead. So I guess anyone who's completed this game has done this section, no damage, so congratulations.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end.
You guys know what to do. Left, right, left.
Holy shit!
And then boom! Pick up the grenade. They put a grenade there, I guess, in case you get to this scripted moment of the game and you don't have a gun or any ammunition. I mean, it's probably happened. So I guess you'd have to use a grenade to blow up the pipe. Or die, you know, that's the choice. Grenade or die.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here.
So anyway, do as Ada tells you.
Can't say I didn't.
And we're about to head on to the Ada
They said
section.
The virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
Leon's just doing his little Ada dance right now. I mean, I would as well.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. As scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Okay.
You can run, Annette, but you can't.
Ada
hide.
section. This section's pretty straightforward. If you've played this game a number of times, you'll know exactly what to do in terms of this... whatever the hell this thing is. This secret weapon that Ada uses. Your main concern is just going to be not getting grabbed by the zombies and not getting punched by Mr. X. But I can show you how to do that. How to not do that, rather. Don't do those things, okay? Look, that's a little strat. That's the main strat of today, is don't get bitten and don't get punched. run straight past this zombie. You don't have to worry about him. I think he does burst out, but, you know, we're just gonna dodge and avoid. Utilize headshots. That's a weird sentence, but shoot the zombies in the head to stun them. I was actually surprised I got the stun on the first shot there, so I was kind of far away. And then I started running towards the zombie and he lunged. So, yeah, sometimes they can take like 3 or 4 hits to stun. Sometimes they get stunned on the first hit. So go around this corner. There is more ammunition and there is a flash grenade. There'll be 3 zombies around here. So we got the stun on the first guy. And then 2 zombies around this corner. Let's give them the flash grenade. And we can slip past. So be mindful, there's another 2 zombies in this area. One was just tucked into the corner there, I just saw with the high vis on. There's going to be another one around here. So there he is. We can actually just get past. We had very nice RNG there. Sometimes he's in our way. That time he didn't want to try. He sensed the no damage energy, so appreciate you, bud.
Always been good at running, Annette. Give me that.
So this is when Mr. X turns up. Just keep you cool.
Persistent.
Do what you need to do. And get out of there. I wouldn't even worry about the handgun ammo on the desk because we're not going to need it now. So it's pretty much this furnace section, and then Ada's section is done. So Ada's section is pretty straightforward. It's mainly the zombies that are the biggest threat. So, yeah.
Bravo.
To be fair, as a whole, this run isn't too bad. I'd actually say this is a very good beginner's run for no save, no damage if you feel like dipping your toes into it, especially with Resident Evil. This is a good starter.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, not really a lot to talk about in the Ada section, but it's Ada, so I'm happy.
Enough.
Okay, back as Leon. We're gonna head to the sewers.
Where are you?
I keep checking the map around here. I think I was paranoid that I forgot an item or something. I've only ran this game like 300 times, but I thought I'd forgotten something.
That's a pleasant smell.
You can hear zombies around here, but this area is completely safe. Just grab those shotgun shells. And equip your shotgun around now. So as soon as we head up onto this ledge, just keep an eye out because there's going to be a zombie roaming around. Sometimes he's close, sometimes he's far away. But there he is. He's coming down the stairs. Remove his head. And then there's another 3 zombies in this area that you need to do that with. 2 of them are actually just not active right now, but kill them anyway. So this guy on the floor here. And then this one. This zombie can be a bit of a dick. So I tend to like try and bait him to come towards me. There's been times where he's been walking towards me and he's reached out his hand and his hand has kind of tanked the shotgun shell. And he's lunged through that, so hasn't even taken any stun. So just be really careful with the position in there. I think it's because he's turning round. You want to wait until he's fully turned round. Zombie behavior, man. Okay, we're going to slip past the first G-adult here. So get your pistol ready and don't stand too close, but shoot it once. Wait for it to pop up and then slip past. If you're too close, you'll risk getting staggered and then getting grabbed. So you want to be enough distance away that you can shoot it and it pops out of the water without staggeringly on. And then you can just slip past. You'll get it, the timing. You just might need to practice there a little bit. But that's 100% consistent. Again, I was thinking that I maybe missed an item around here for some reason, but I don't know. SZF or ZF, SZF for more Magnum rounds, and we're going to head down into this area now.
I'm coming, Ada.
Put away everything apart from your shotgun shells, your pistol, and your stars card. Oh, I kept the Magnum rounds on me actually as well. You can keep the Magnum rounds on you, because we're going to go to the RPD again shortly and get the Magnum. So that's fine. We're not going to be picking up any more handgun ammo or regular gunpowders at this point. So if you see any of them, you can pick them up if you want, but it's not really necessary because we're going to be getting not only the Magnum, but we're going to be getting the flamethrower soon as well. And we've got a shotgun, a fully upgraded shotgun to boot, going into this next area. So pick up the tool, and then we're just going to get the last shotgun upgrade, so it's fully equipped. The code is 2128. If you're unsure, the code is actually on the side of the safe. I always thought that was kind of peculiar that they just put the code on the side of the safe, but you know, that's helpful. Saves me having a look at my notes. Okay, so equip the part and let's get ready to pop some heads. And of course that guy tanked one. So 3 zombies in here, the 2 that are awake and then the one on the floor. Kill those and then you don't have to worry about that room being a threat. So we're going to open this door, but we're not going to jump down into the underground area, the underneath area. We're actually going to get the key and we're going to double back. We'll come back here later on, after we've got the Magnum. While you're waiting for that shutter to unlock or open, grab this grenade. We're going to head straight forward and into the alcove on the right. You're going to want to hug this left-hand side while running straight ahead, so that G-adult will miss you. If you haven't timed that or spaced that correctly, you could risk getting staggered or even grabbed by the G-adult. So just stick to that left-hand side and you'll be good. More shotgun shells. And we're going to take this lifter. shoot this guy in the head and pick up the roll of film. We need this roll of film in order to find out where the hiding places are so we can get the Magnum upgrade and the flame fuel. I know where the hiding places are, but Leon doesn't. So even if we go to those places, Leon won't be able to find the stuff. So we're going to unlock that first door, but there's nothing we need in there. So just unlock it, grab the rook plug on the way back, and then unlock this second door, and we can discard that key then. There's handgun ammo and gunpowder, regular gunpowder in here. So again, we don't need those at this point in the game. Pick them up if you want to, if you're running low, but I'd say we're pretty good. Another mag ammo pickup here. And then you can use your stars card here and to pick up the Magnum upgrade. Wherever you do, don't forget to pick up this stars card again. We need it. Many a time I've gotten to the stars office and then realized I've actually left that stars badge in that little cabinet there. So don't do that. So, and this begins the RPD third visit split. Remember our friend Marvin? Well, we didn't want to wake him up earlier because he was napping. But now's the time. Put the plug and the grenade away. Everything else is good. Wakey wakey, Marvin.
Marvin.
He'll normally stand up and do like a zombie moan before actually becoming aggressive and lunging towards you. So just let him stand up fully so you can get a good aim. Remember, this liquor's in this corridor, but I think they're all over to the left-hand side, so you can just head to this corridor. Just make sure you walk, don't run. And stop into the dark room to develop the film. So now Leon knows where the hiding places are. I already knew, but now Leon knows, so we're all clued up. And if you guys don't know, one of them is in the stars office, and the other one is in the press room. You'll see the room. I'm terrible with remembering the names of the rooms. Remember, there's a liquor in this corridor, so don't go upsetting it. And here's the first item, which is part of the hiding places. You'll notice there's a camera roll in there as well, in Wesker's desk. I wonder what could be on that camera roll, Wesker. Do you care to tell? So once you've used the stars badge here for the second time, you don't need it again. It's done. So get your Magnum, put the upgrade on, and the other upgrade. And that's a fully souped up Magnum now. I was actually at this point wondering why I only had 7 Magnum bullets, as well as what was in the gun, so 14 in total on my in my inventory. But there's more in the box that I forgot about. I left like 8 bullets in the item box earlier. Normally I just take them all with me, but I didn't this time. So head back out into the main hall. There's no enemies to really worry about now in the RPD for the rest of this run. And this area will be clear of zombies. Have you had you followed everything correctly? There's a zombie on the right hand side of this room, but if you just stick to the left and get what you need, the zombie will never even come towards you. I don't even look at him half the time. He's doing his own thing. Just leave him be. And now we can head back down to the sewers for the sewers second visit. And you'll find these splits now will start going down quite quickly. I think the longest split is probably the first one, RPD first visit. So I think I actually forgot to change my split here to Sewer's second visit until a little bit later on. So forgive me, for I have sinned. So immediately we're just going to head down to this section, and there's 3 zombies that are going to come out of the water, or the sewerage, wherever this stuff is. Use your magnum or your shotgun. I was under the impression that I'd missed a magnum pickup, but they're just in my item box. So I actually killed one of them with the shotgun, but normally I'd kill them all with the magnum. You got more than enough magnum rounds, plus a ton of the magnum, the gunpowder to make magnum ammo. So the yellow gunpowder, 2 of those combined together makes magnum rounds. The regular gunpowder and the yellow gunpowder make shotgun shells.
Oh my god, this is getting worse.
I'm not too sure why I paused there, but use your pistol, aggravate that one G adult, and aim for the eye with the magnum. So pistol to aggravate her, and then magnum to aim for the eye. Same thing goes for this one. Its eye is covered, so shoot it with a focused shot, and then a few more rounds. This guy doesn't like showing his eye. He's always on an angle, so I got a bit unlucky here, and he shot one of his little shitters at me. So we just got to avoid that. They're pretty easy to avoid, to be fair. But now he's dead. Hug this left-hand wall, and the G-adult that jumps out won't even touch you. Depending on RNG, it depends whether you'll have to kill that G-adult on the way back or not. You'll see what I mean. Okay, we want the queen plug. Put it in this door, and there's going to be a zombie dangling that will awaken after we get the king plug, so let's just not let him do that. Use the king plug to get the flamethrower. There's absolutely no reason to unlock the door in that room. I don't even know why it's there. You can just go back this way, and plus you need to get your king and queen plug anyway, so yeah. And like a dingus, I decided to put the wrong plug in, so let's try that again, shall we? But the flamethrower is going to be essential to fighting G-Birkin 2 and 3 and some of the IVs in the lab. So it's important that we have picked up the flame fuel in the RPD third visit, because there's 400 flame fuel. So this G-adult, we actually got super lucky on this run. The G-adult's over on the right. If we got unlucky, he would be right in our way now. So we'd have to kill it. The same way as we killed the other 2 with the magnum. But we got lucky, so we get to save some ammo. There's going to be another one that pops up here. So walk forward and he'll pop up and then just step back until he does a lunge. And then you can run forward. That's 100% consistent. He'll always do that. So as long as you just step back and then you're out of arm's reach, you'll be fine. And now we got all the pieces. So we can fight G-Birkin too. For some reason I decided to go the wrong way here. I have no idea why, but we're not going that way. Past Snooky. I don't know what you're thinking. This is the way. So for this fight, we're going to want to take our flamethrower and a pistol. Fully loaded pistol. With any ammo that we got as well. And you're going to want to take about 3 flash grenades with you. We usually only use 2, but take 3 just to be on the safe side. So complete this puzzle. You're just going to want to move the puzzle pieces around. I believe it's Knight, Rook, and Bishop on the left-hand side. And then King, Queen, and Pawn. That's going from the wall out. That probably made no sense, but, you know, you can find the puzzle solutions on the internet. Or you can just solve the puzzle. I know. It's crazy, scary. So as soon as we boot up this generator, which is switches 1, 2, and 4, head towards the door and this sequence will start. You won't get damaged by that claw while heading to the door, but you will get stunned. Position yourself by this fan on the wall and just stand here. Birkin won't be able to hit you. It's a little common cheese that a lot of runners use in this game. So just stand here and wait for this sequence to finish, and then as soon as you hear him banging on the shutter, that's when we gotta move. Okay. So you'd think that Birkin bashing down this shutter would be bad, but no, Leon isn't phased. Just run past him. So we're going to stop in this right angle turn in the road here and wait until he starts running towards us, because he's going to lunge and swipe. See? You want to bait him to do that attack, so we got a bit more time to run and jump off this walkway and grab a flash grenade. Make sure you don't have a primary weapon equipped so we can throw the flash grenade quicker. Throw the flash grenade off the edge so we don't get stunned, and then start flaming straight away. Flame until he drops to a knee. I usually pick up the ammo here. And then just flame a little bit more. Give him some love taps if you want. Or now's a good opportunity to reload. But give him a couple of love taps because he's cute. And then as soon as he starts getting up, throw another flash grenade and flame him more until he drops to the knee again. As soon as he does that, push the button. And he's done for, but you can give him a couple more pistol rounds. Usually in the bum. And that's G2 done. Just making sure that I got everything here. Again, I was very paranoid that I'd missed something. I don't know why.
Cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there.
So we're headed to the last leg of the game now, which is the Nest, the laboratories, which leads to the final bosses. Nest is actually a pretty fun area of the run because you've got all the weapons, you got all the upgrades. So let's just kill some stuff. And try not to get killed in the process. That's also a big point. Or even get damaged. Don't get damaged.
Maybe a one-way ride, so be prepared, Leon.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
Leon is very excited to be heading to the labs.
Stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
Okay, we're going to want to get the shotgun shells in this room.
Okay. I wonder where the G-Virus is.
And go to the item box. We want to leave the flamethrower and the shotgun in our inventory right now. Pretty much everything else, apart from the wristband and those items, can go in the bin. We're going to be coming up to the worst zombie in the game as well soon. But luckily we'll get another knife. Did I mention get the shotgun? Get the shotgun and the flamethrower for this section. So we're going to head into the cafeteria. Immediately bank left as soon as you go in. And pick up the flame ammo. The flame fuel. None of these zombies will grab you as long as you just take a direct line right up to this ladder.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Okay, so here is an enhanced gunpowder, which you can take, and a knife, which is important, because this guy can be a troll. He decided to take 2 shotgun shells today. So that zombie's a bit of a troll, because you can't really tell which direction he's in coming out of that door, so it's just as well that they give you a knife there, because if you get grabbed, then it doesn't really matter, unless he grabs you from behind, which is really impressive if he does. Hug this right-hand wall, for the love of God, wherever you do. Because, as you can see, this zombie's waiting to lunge out of that door. I've lost runs previously because I've walked too close to those automatic doors and a zombie has literally lunged out and grabbed me. So we'll put the flame fuel away. We'll keep a knife on us now, just in case we get really unlucky and we get grabbed by either by an IV or, worst case scenario, a licker or something. Or a zombie. So this will be the last main segment of the game before we gotta fight 2 bosses. Just head straight through here into this area. There's nothing that we really need. I think there's gunpowder or handgun ammo or something to make handgun ammo or something. Make sure you pick up the yellow explosive, the yellow gunpowder though. Pick up the flash grenade, and we're gonna want to open these 2 locks. I think I did it wrong actually on this first attempt because I got confused. So 3, 1, 2, 3. and 2067. The codes change depending on whether you're playing first scenario or second scenario. Let's get the solution. And we're going to immediately head into this area. Ignore the gunpowder, we don't need that. Get the grenade. And then use the solution here. And the combination on first scenario is RGB, RGB, RG. So just keep doing RGB over and over. And it'll eventually work. The reason I picked up one of the big gunpowders, by the way, in the cafeteria, is in case I get to a point where I need to make more shotgun shells. So I would combine the large gunpowder with a yellow gunpowder to make about 5 shotgun shells. So I only really need to pick up one of those in the entire game. Right, this is our first Ivy here. Shoot them in the little balls. I don't really know how else to describe that. Shoot them in the balls to stagger them. We don't really want to kill them right now. So there's going to be 4 zombies in this area that are actually inactive. Pick up the shotgun shells and go to town. This is very satisfying. I think I need help. So anyway, lickers are about to burst out. So we're going to do the same strat as earlier. Look up to the ceiling. They won't hit you. Just position yourself so you can get through the door. And you're good. There's another zombie here, so get ready. And latest magic trick is disappearing heads. Another one's going to fall from the sky, so bait it out. And boom. And one more in here. At this point, start combining the gunpowders, the yellow gunpowders, to make magnum rounds. I think the liquor's locations change when you unlock that door. I've seen variations of the liquor's positions, so I always just unlock this door and go to the item box anyway, even though we're going to head to an item box soon. I just usually do this now out of routine. So head back downstairs, and with the signal modulator that we just picked up, we're going to be able to power up different segments of the labs. Make sure you walk here. And where this liquor's on the wall here, this is great positioning because he will end up following you. So you can just bait the liquor and maneuver around it so you can get past and get to the door that we just passed on the right then. I decided not to do the little modulator puzzle here for some reason. But I thought I better had, otherwise I'm not going to progress. If you're playing on a higher frame rate as well, you can just knife the liquor. But obviously at this point in the run, it's a little bit spooky. You don't want to risk losing the run at any point. So just continue baiting this liquor so you can get around it. And we're going to head into this next area. Just be patient. Don't get too close and you'll be fine.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages.
Who left the freezer open?
There's nothing else that we need in this room. So I tend to just use the solution and get out. again, walk. You don't want those claw marks to be embedded into Leon. So you can slip past, and then this second licker is going to be around the corner. And we're just going to, again, slip past, head into this save room, and pick up all the items in here that we need. Gunpowder, flame fuel, and there's another knife as well, so we can take the knife. It should be noted that if an ivy, which is one of the plant enemies, if one of those grabs you, then that, and you don't have a defense item, then that is an instant death. And death counts as damage. Just to let you know. So head back up this way, back up the ladder. There will likely be an ivy in your way, so shoot in the ball again. Poor balls. This section's really interesting. We're going to use the solution. We're not going to use the knife. We're going to use the solution. And then all the IVs are going to be unconscious. They're going to be inactive. So it's going to give us an opportunity to try and take some of them out. Because what's going to happen is we're going to upgrade our keycard or our wristband. And then Mr. X is going to show up. But we want as little IV interference as possible. So let's start picking some of these guys off. So just knife them. If they got their balls out, then you can knife them. Yes, I really just said that. And you can tell, like, you've aggroed the enemies because scary music is happening. So if they stood up, I recommend just flaming them at this point. Little love taps because they're cute. Just keep an eye on your surroundings. Make sure there's none gonna sneak up on you. So we've taken out the vast majority of the IVs that were getting in our way, but I think one must just spawn in our way after this wristband upgrade, because there is one here now that has got all balls intact, but for whatever reason it didn't actually stand up, so I'll take that. So we had a very, very clean exit there. This room can be a bit of a troll, just depending on the IV location, so just take your time. Aim for the ball. We didn't have to deal with the second one. There's two IVs in there. Usually the second one needs to be dealt with as well, but it looks like it was over, too far over on the right, doing its own thing. So I'll take that. RNG plays heavy in that section, so just keep your cool. Aim for the weak points of the IVs. Use your shotgun so you can just take those weak points out and get the stagger, and then you're good. Just slip past. As soon as you start panicking there, that's when things go a little bit ropey.
Hopefully the G sample's up there.
So anyway, if you made it this far, GG's. We're about to fight Birkin 3, which for many people is a massive run killer, including myself. G3 is one of those fights where you really need to know the attack patterns and know what it looks like before he does the attack pattern, or before he does the attack. So practice is definitely a factor here. So there will only be so much that you can gain from what I'm about to show you, but I can describe it as best as I can. At least the strat that I now use to get past this boss pretty easily now. So anyway, we gotta head over to this last section and we'll do a last bit of item management, and then we'll be good to go.
Alright, now back to Ada.
So at this point, all of the gunpowder that you've accumulated, all the yellow gunpowder, combine it all together. High-grade gunpowder. I've been calling it yellow gunpowder. I mean, it's true, I guess. But combine it to make magnum ammo. You want to go in with at least, like, 20 spare magnum rounds. I think we actually have a little bit more than that. Yeah, quite a bit more than that. And your flamethrower and all your flame fuel. Take a knife with you as well, just in case Birkin does the jump attack and he grabs you, because you can actually get out of that without taking damage if you just use a defense item. So take a knife with you just to be on the safe side. So we're going to need the flamethrower and the magnum. Fully loaded, ready to go. Make sure your magnum's equipped. That's what we're going to be using straight away when we go in.
Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete.
So as soon as the fight starts,
Class A
shoot his leg,
detected.
and then shoot the one on his back.
Target is neutralized.
Aim for the eye on the shoulder. If you got good aim, then you can shoot that eye out with one shot. If not, then just try your best to try and shoot that eye before he pokes your butt. Flame Birkin, and use about 200 flame fuel here. Start backing off a little bit and position yourself to the right of one of these cylinder structures. So he'll either try and attack you or he'll dive at you. So he's attacking us, so we're going to retreat behind this structure. If he dives towards you, go towards him because it's easier to avoid. You don't want to run away from him when he does that jump attack. So just keep your distance, don't get too greedy. I think we somehow shot the ball on his back, the eyeball on his back. We shot him in the front, but his back eyeball's gone, okay. So he's just got the eyeball on his shoulder left. Just be very careful with attacks. There we go, we got him. But there's a number of different attacks that he does. Just got to learn them all, really. And then once that phase is done and he's back down, use all your flame fuel. Just keep flaming him. There is a flame pickup as well in this area, so if you think you're running low for the fight, I'd recommend readjusting your strat to pick up the flame fuel. But maybe I'll do a separate video one day describing in detail this fight and the mechanics behind it.
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
So what we're going to want to do here is do a sweep for items in this area. There's going to be a couple of flash grenades and a grenade that we need. And I believe some flame fuel, oh there it is, and some mag ammo.
Service level is now up. Operation is complete. Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete. Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated.
Just double check the map to make sure you haven't forgotten anything. We don't really need any handgun ammo now. Just make sure that you pick up the flash grenades and the grenade and the magnum ammo and the flame fuel. The important stuff.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
To be fair, actually, I don't think we even need any flame fuel now, thinking about it. If memory serves. But it's always good to have, just in case. So we've now reached the end of the game, and hopefully you guys are damageless also. So let's just get the run, shall we? First of all, let's admire the view. And cue awesome music.
9 minutes until detonation.
I wouldn't worry too much about the knife. Unless you're worried that the ivy's going to grab you. in this next section. So we're going to want to get all of our grenades and all of our flash grenades that we've accumulated. You would normally have around 10 to 11 grenades if you've not used a single one and you followed this walkthrough. I have 10 here. And I have 6 flash grenades. Sorry, pardon me, 9 grenades. 9 grenades and 6 flash grenades. I think I might have been looking in my inventory thinking, maybe I did miss something. You know, all that time I was paranoid that I missed something? Well, maybe I did. But that's more than enough to get the job done, so don't panic, okay? Don't panic. So, these IVs run straight past the first one. And you know the drill. Quickly change to your Magnum and head down the ladder. We're gonna see an old friend right now. Wait until he jumps down and he's stood up fully and is about to start walking towards you, and boom. And then give him one more and he's gonna bend the knee. No, Mr. X, I'm already taken.
8 minutes until detonation.
Make sure that you have your primary weapon unequipped, because we're going to go into this fight now with grenades. Grenades and flash grenades are going to be the only thing we use.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
So set the battery in and let's go. Immediately when the fight starts, get in this corner, wait for his roar animation to finish and throw your first grenade. You want to try and keep pushing him back, so time the grenades. Be careful because he does get iframes when he's recovering. So if you throw a grenade too soon, he may not feel the impact of it. But just try and keep the time in. Keep pushing him back with grenades. When a part of the ceiling falls down, you'll know you've entered the second phase. Throw another grenade.
What is it with this?
Don't hesitate like I did, because I nearly got hit there. He'll do a jump now. And you can just avoid it by going to the right. Do another 2 grenades, our last 2. And then he'll do another jump after the second grenade here. As long as you're far enough away. If you're too close, he won't jump. So bear that in mind. Then we're going to throw 1 flash grenade. Oh, make sure that you don't have a knife equipped like I did. So, there you go. Flash grenade, and he'll jump now. And dodge him once again. That final chunk of rock coming down means that you're in the final phase. He's about to do his 1-hit kill, throw a flash grenade to stop it, and just keep him at bay now until the cutscene starts. You want to have at least 1 flash grenade left after this sequence. After 2 flash grenades, do a dodge. And there we go.
Where did this thing come from?
Immediately throw a flash grenade, pick up the rocket launcher, get a decent distance away, and boom. Boom times 2. So I want to say GG now, but it's not over. Please don't get grabbed by any of these zombies. Okay? A rocket should do it.
Minutes until
But whatever you do, please don't get grabbed by those zombies. That would be the worst way to end a run. But there you have it. Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon first, hardcore difficulty, no save, no damage. Congratulations, GG. This is a great run to start off your no damage journey. Trickiest part is probably G-Birkin 3, so I may make a more detailed strategy about that later on. But if you've done everything that I've described in this video, you should be fine. Just practice that G-Birkin 3. And look, we got an S rank. And a pretty decent time as well. I'm happy with that for no damage. And there you have it. If you've enjoyed this video or found any of the strats useful, please consider dropping this video a like. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you thought of the video. And let me know what strats you use in this run.